The sign says we are live. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Happy
Um,
Channelversary.
Happy Channelversary. Happy Channelversary. This is so exciting.
It is a whole year since I took the plunge, and it took me quite a while to do it, but I did take the plunge. And shortly thereafter, Kathy took the plunge. So this is kind of a dual Channelversary almost, because Kathy started hers in February, and I started mine just a while earlier than she did. So yeah, this is pretty exciting. I can't believe a year's gone by.
I
Um,
know, I can't believe it either.
One of the most monumental things that happened was the fact that I turned 70 last year.
Happy
70
birthday.
years old. Yeah, I was
Amazing.
70 years old last year. Well, let's say hi. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Simon. Simon, I had another SMMDI deck here today, and Simon knows what SMMDI means. Simon made me do it deck. I watched his video today, the Unifying Cosmic Tarot. Snap, I went right ahead and I had to order it. It's gorgeous. Thank you, Simon. Quiet Earth, that's hubby Steve. There is
Golden.
Will.
Hi,
Hey,
Golden.
Will, how are you? Thanks for coming. SRAI Tarot, that's my hubby Steve too. Um, and let's see, Emmy. Hey, Emmy, how are you? Nadine, Saskia, yay. And we've got Golden. Hey, Golden, yay. So thank you so much for stopping by and helping us celebrate Channelversary time. It's just going to be pretty much off the cuff. We're just going to be chit-chatting about things that happened in 2025, what we'd like to do in 2026, things like that. So I started my channel a year ago today, and my first video was February 1st, Curious Travels. So that's how it all started. And, basically I put most of the emphasis on Simon as the influence, because that's where it all started for me, was watching his channel when I was deathly ill for 2 weeks. So I had a Simon marathon. So that's how I started mine. So there you
I'm not
go.
smiling that you were deathly ill, but I'm smiling that you binged through all Simon's stuff while you were
It's
late.
all about Simon. Well, I went through his tarot videos. I didn't watch the vlogs. I mean, there were so many thousands of videos on there, I swear. But I watched the majority of his tarot videos. Didn't watch all the oracles, but the majority of the tarot videos, and it just got me going. And then I looked to see my taste level, which we'll talk later about that. That's coming into play. But how my tastes have changed and expanded from when I first started with my first Rider Waite, my first basic Toth, and I forget what the other deck was. I'll think of it. I can't think of anything today. So yeah, so that's how I started out. It was fun. Thank you, Simon.
Definitely. And I know I said in a video once before that, I kind of backed into Tarot Tube just looking for videos to put in the shop. And then at some point I was like, oh wait, these people have life stories and personalities and groups around them. And so then I started rewatching some of the things I had watched. So I do remember with Simon really honing in on Simon in that community, the time he was, and I was watching old videos, he was flipping through the American Renaissance and got kind of thrown by one of the cards and just let it unfold on camera. And I was like, this is really cool. Like, this is a genuine human,
Yeah,
who
and a
is sharing.
knowledgeable human.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it reeled into that. I had a couple favorite people to watch here and there. But I set up the channel just so I could talk on Hermit's Cave, really, and then got to know some of the personalities. So I remember talking to you a lot, and then all of a sudden you set up your channel and you did a video, and I'd never seen anybody who didn't have a channel set up a channel and just go for it. And I thought, oh, I should do that too. I should like put the shop online. I sort of had a loose idea of doing it, but yeah, so you were big inspiration. So
Aw,
after your first
yay. Well, I always it took me a couple videos to remember, well, if I screw it up too bad, I can just start over. You know, I forget that, it's like the red light panic that you have. Well, geez, you're in charge of the red light. Start over. But because I don't know how to edit anything. So that's why there's so many flubs in my videos. And I mean, realistic moments because they are realistic moments because I don't know. I figure, well, that I like videos that are real, you know? And that's the thing about Simon and our community. Everybody that's got their video, I mean, they're real people sharing their real love for tarot, and it's great. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Will. Will says he's glad we both dove in. Yeah,
Oh,
I
thank
am
you.
too. I am too. This, you know, growing up, not feeling like how did I get here? Did I really Did I really choose this reincarnation? Why am I in this family? I love my family, don't get me wrong, but it's like, so I finally found home. It felt like home. This community is just fabulous. Yeah, like Simon says, I always say just go for it. I always say just go for it. And I did, Simon. I really did. I thought, well, you know what? What's the worst that can happen? Nobody watches. I constantly laugh at myself, so why not others? We do goofy things, and when you're 70, you do have a little wider parameter of people go, oh, she's just old, that's okay, she's old. So you can get by with more when you're old.
Yeah, and I mean, everybody in real life knows I'm sort of a weird nerd, and nobody's getting surprised about that. So, so I can just bring it online too. It's I don't know. I taught for a long time, and so I'm got a little bit of that shell about,
Yeah,
sometimes you're talking and people are not going to want to hear it, and
yeah, yeah.
at least here
Well,
they can turn it off. If it's a required class, they're stuck with me.
that's right. That's right. Well, that's okay. It's I'm just very pleased that I finally found this community, and I wish I would have found it, 30 years ago. Well, probably wasn't here 30 years ago, but whenever it started. But we are all in the time frame we're all when we're ready to do what we need to do. So, we all can look back and say, geez, I wish I'd have done this sooner, but wasn't ready yet. So it just takes you just have to trust the timeline, even though it's a slinky and it keeps going like this all the time. You got to trust that timeline. Trust the timeline. Well, where do you want to start first?
Oh, should we talk about? Let's talk about last year, just high points from last year, since we have just had this
Well, one
channel.
of my high points was when you came to visit. That was fantastic
That
when you
was so
came
much
up.
fun. That was so
Yeah.
much fun. Um, probably most people haven't heard the story, but my husband and I were doing it's sort of thrown together at the last minute 2,000-mile road trip. And so I'm in Virginia, and we went through West Virginia and Kentucky and Indiana and Illinois and Wisconsin, and while we were mapping it out, then we're like, okay, well then, I've been told we should take this ferry across Lake Michigan from Wisconsin to Michigan, so we'll do that. And then what were we gonna do? And I was looking around for people I knew in Michigan, and I was like, oh, this nice person Marilyn is in Michigan. And so I was like, we might be in Michigan. You want to meet? And that's how that happened. That was great.
It was great. And as I recall, when you were getting in your car to go, I mean, just a few minutes before I said, we should do a live. It seems that that's how this came about. I said, we should do a live. If I didn't say it, I thought it.
You did. You did. We were like, what next? What next? And you said that. And it was just like, yes, yes. It was a
Yeah.
beautiful day. And Marilyn had us because we were going to meet in a coffee shop. And then she went and she lives in a really lovely tourist town. And she went and checked out the coffee shop and said, line down the block. Just come to my house.
It was.
So sweet. And so we went to her house and we met Marilyn, we met Steve, we met their lovely pup, Maddie,
Our
and
154-pound Great Dane.
so lovely. And your house is just so beautiful, and you stand in the front yard and there's Lake Michigan right there. It's just wonderful. And I got to go explore where she's sitting right now and play with all her decks, which was wonderful. Um, and it was just you were just so welcoming and open, and come to my house and drink coffee, and it was wonderful. And so yeah, that's where the idea for the first live came from.
Yep, that's where it all began, in the driveway. It was very fun. It was very fun. But other things for 2025 was just meeting more people, seeing online, seeing more videos, and branching out on my decks, and my the taste of my decks. I was pretty narrow. I remember this is my upbringing. Like when I first saw witchy decks, I was going, oh, witchy decks. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. I was way back in the beginning. But now, and thanks to people like Sandra and Simon and the people that have so many different decks, and you for that matter, you have different decks. Will has different decks and it opens it, and Robin, it just opened my eyes to all different kinds of things, and I've gradually brought the differences in, and not being scared of, well, it's not RWS. I'm not going to know what it's about. But now I have a vast different types. And I even got into some Marseille because of Simon and many others, Will and many others. And I delved into Lenormand this year. I wasn't going to. I told myself I'm not going to get started with Lenormand. And I am so glad I did. I'm so glad I did, because it's that added piece that I'm going to show my cards for today. I was using the old style, and the old style has all
I
three.
love
It
it.
has tarot, and I'm so matchy. But look at this. I mean, look how well they all match together. I got to get this right. I mean, is that just not the best?
They're
Look at
so
that.
beautiful.
They all go so well together. I mean, matchy. I love it. So I've really enjoyed the Lenormand. And I tell myself I'm not touching Kipper. As much as I love the looks of the Kipper cards, I'm not going Kipper. I can't. I don't have enough room in my little space. So that was one of my major branch outs was Lenormand, and then the Marseille. And
I
being open and pagan decks. Excuse me, I got some more pagan decks as well.
Oh, cool.
Paganish.
Yeah, I got Lenormand back in, what was it, 2014, 2016, whenever I started thinking, I've wanted to learn this for 2 decades now, and maybe I should just learn this. Um, I wasn't sure if I was going to like Lenormand or tarot better, so I picked up a couple Lenormand and some tarot. Then, and this year though, I added Sibylla. I'd never had Sibylla decks before, so I
That's
got a
on my
few.
list.
Oh yeah, the Ancient Italian. I think Cheryl said that was going out of print.
I did not get it, Simon. I'm sad because I do think it's out of print now. I wanted to get it. It's on my list. I didn't
Yeah, I
get it.
have one in the shop. I don't have my own copy yet, which means I'm gonna go yank the one off the shelf in the shop. Let me see if I can still get that. That's Llewellyn, right? All right, where's my Llewellyn account?
Cool. Will said he just ordered the Ancient Italian. I'm writing that down because I really want it.
Yeah,
Will, where'd you get it from, if I may be so bold to ask you?
I'm logging into my Llewellyn account right now to see if it's
It's
still
still on
there.
retail sites. Will says it's still on retail sites. Amazon. No kidding. All right. No kidding. That's my Hoosier coming out of me. No kidding. All right. On my list. On
Okay.
my list for sure. Good. I'll grab it because I really did think it was out of print. Don't ask me why. Made it up, I guess.
Yeah. It's funny that they didn't. A lot of times the publishers will send a note out saying this is going out of print, and they'll have the day it goes out of print, and then the day they expect it to actually vanish from the shelves, which is useful because, if it's a really fast selling deck, like with
Yeah.
Terror of the Vampires, that was like boom, boom, like it's going out of print and it's gonna be gone. And other ones, there's this lag. So let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
two,
still a really long fight.
when Simon has it on his channel, they go,
Yeah.
Cheryl's out of that word out. That kind of leads, well, let's see, we're not done with 2025. Are we done with 2025 fun and frolic?
Um,
Let's
uh,
see. I mean, I really branched out in oracles. That was another thing. I didn't think I was going to get a lot of oracles. Good Lord. I
tons of
have a lot.
articles. Um,
I do too. I do too because I pair them and I have to have them to match.
yeah, there was one other exciting thing. We were both in the Out of the Hermit's Cave deck group, and that I think we finished it in 24, but in 25 we actually got the decks.
24 and 25, we actually got the decks. Yeah.
Yeah, the Out of the Hermit's Cave deck. That was such a fun project.
That was really fun project. Yeah, did we get it in 24? Yeah.
Oh, I thought we
Oh,
got it in 25.
I think we did get it in 25. That was very fun. That was very fun. That was a really fun project. Yeah. So that does count for 2025, doesn't it? It really does.
Ooh, a
Yeah, check that
luxury
out.
version of the Ancient Italian would be so great. Would be so, so, so great.
Order two and put one unopened in a drawer. Hey, good idea, Will. Yeah,
Yeah.
with Libra Moon's new one she's coming out with, the Tarot of Roja. Um, I may get two and just hold one back because it's the most it's unusual and it's going to be something so different. And yeah, I may do that very thing. That will be coming out. I think she's going to put it up on Kickstarter maybe in the February, sometime in February, I think. So I'm looking forward to that. But there's something to be said for buying two. Simon is the buy two, use one.
Yeah, I wish I did it with a couple other decks I knew were going out of print, which reminds me, if anybody else is a Kahn and Selznick fan like I am, I just love them. Carnival at the End of the World and Drowning World Tarot and whatnot. This
My
is their
list.
little, yeah, there's just their poker deck, and apparently this is the regular version, not the art version, and apparently it's just it's vanished from their website. So I assume that means it's gone out of print. It was on my wish list, and I realized it had vanished from their website. So there's like 2 or 3 retailers you can still find that have it. If you are holding off on that, get it. I just got that this week I got it from these people. Morbid Anatomy.
Carnival at the End of the World is on my wish list.
That's still on there. So you're good. Just this cute little poker deck, which is just beautiful. Yeah, Carnival at the End of the World was one of my favorite decks I used this year. I got it earlier, but I used it for a solid month this year, and it's so brilliant. So brilliant.
Yeah, that's fun. That is fun. So what were your branches out for 2025?
Oh,
Favorite things, how you branched out?
Yeah, more Oracle decks. I might have had one Marseille before. I can't remember when I added the vintage Marseille, but I added the Terror of the Dinosaurs this year.
Yeah, that was so cute.
I love
That's
that.
cute.
And the Drowning World. So now I have really a big push to learn how to read with pip decks. And a lot of Oracle decks. I just was really entranced with what were some of them? Old style Oracle, the Supra, I've forgotten all their names now. Wild Enchantments, the gorgeous one you and I both got with the pretty plants, and the try to write down notes because I forget everything. What is the gorgeous black and white one with all the nature things, the nurse log and the we both have it. Black and white cards, all nature, oracle, red edges, starts with a B.
I have it.
Mhm. Yeah, and we both love it. Oh no, Sandra let go of the carnival at the end of the world. Oh, that is one of my
That is one
favorites.
of my favorites.
Um,
I can't think of it, what it is. It starts with a B.
I think it starts with a
Well,
B. Yeah, it has the nurse log on it, and you were using it a month ago because you got the nurse log
the
card.
nurse log. Yes.
I can remember that, but not the name of the deck.
Oh gosh, I can't either. I can't either. But yes, it's good. It's
Yeah,
really good. It'll
it'll
come to
pop.
us. It'll come to us. Yeah.
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 I got a lot of secondhand decks this year, which I'd never done before, but I got a couple of those huge lots. And then there was a person on one of the not YouTube, Facebook buy sell groups who was getting rid of a lot of his own collection and some of his mother's collection, and I got some fabulous decks there. The my favorite is the Zoltan, that Mayan deck. That
Oh yeah. Yeah.
just
Yeah.
amazing.
That's a cool fact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have done some pre-orders. How about you? Have you done any pre-orders?
No pre-orders, but I have a screen up over here where today I might pre-order something from Deviant Moon. What is the name of it? The Carte de Visite.
Well, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm contemplating that. Did you pre-order The Haunted Cottage by Syrian Shadow?
I didn't. I need to.
Haunted Cottage, write it down, get your pen. Haunted Cottage, Syrian Shadow. This is my pre-ordered. The Dune Tarot by Benny Geswart, Gesserit. Dune Tarot, and I've got that. I did pre-order the Season of the Witch Autumn because I have to have the whole collection. And then I pre-ordered a book called Pixie by Jill Dawson. It's
Oh,
all about Pixie. And I don't know, Simon, did you know about that book about Pixie by Jill Dawson? It sounds fascinating. I believe it's the history of Pixie. So I thought, oh, that would be fun. That would be super fun. Oh, there we go.
okay.
He's
That's
had
the
that
two
for
thumbs
years
up.
now.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to get
Yeah.
that, and I want to get the what's the name of it? Felix Knock Gallery of Hallucinations too. So I think I might just bite the bullet and go for both of them. I
Well,
have so many
you
decks
know
I want.
what? He's got scratch and dent sales, and I've gotten several of the Deviant Moon from his site. They're not all Deviant Moon decks. I got a couple Marseille decks that were scratch and dent. Basically, the box is dented. Well, practically everything comes from Amazon's dented. So, box is dented. I mean, if you were buying it as a collector item, I suppose that could be a problem. But yeah, you can get them much less expensive than
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
funny. I have in the shop. I have I keep Deviant Moon decks, and I have the big beautiful book in the shop. And I just was looking yesterday, and it's dented in the corner. I'm gonna have to put it on sale. I'm so sad.
yeah,
When-
yeah. Yeah, for your own collection, unless you plan on reselling it someday. Um, I don't mind the fact that the box is and quite honestly, the last two decks I've got, I can't find anything wrong with them. So I don't know if they've picked it from the wrong pile or not, but I got the scratch and dent price. So I figure I can get more decks that way because I'm I have a bit of a Kickstarter issue. I need an intervention. But I'm getting much pickier because I've got burned by the tune of a couple $100. They just take your money and run, so you have to be very careful. But the Kickstarter decks tend to be a little bit pricier, but you get all the
yeah.
extra accoutrement if you want to add that on there. So I've got some of those. They're kind of, you can
Oh,
think of Kickstarters as pre-orders, but
did
they're
you
fun.
did you order Madame Lydia Wilhelmina?
I did not because there was another one I wanted more, and I have to put some parameters on my budget. Steve's listening, so he knows. Oh my God, what'd you order now? I did look at it though, and it is beautiful. It is so beautiful, but I didn't get it because like I said, there was a couple others I wanted more. I'm saving money for Carol from Libra Moon, her new one, and there's going to be another Paul Moon one, I think.
Really?
And yeah. So, I mean, I have to have a Libra moon budget.
Yeah, I want to get one of their Lenormands at least and Paul's Moon, and I only have right now the art edition of the Serpent and the Peacock. So I'm way behind on Libra Moon. I'm way behind on everything. I look at people who are having low buy and no buy years, and I'm thinking, but I'm behind. I want to have a high buy year. That's my
Yeah.
goal here is a high buy year to catch up.
Yeah,
And
Simon, she is really on a roll there with her decks, that's for sure. She's really on a roll. So, yeah, well, I'm trying to I'll never have a no buy. I don't care. Life is short. I'm 70. I don't have that many years left. So I'm going to get some of the decks I want to get. But I do have to my tastes have changed enough that I'm getting a little pickier about what I get. It has to usually if I see a deck, it hits me and that's it. You know, there's something about decks, certain decks that just get you. It's whether it's the the visual texture, the palette, the artistry. I mean, I do have a issue with people decks, but if the artistry's right, it works for me.
yeah,
So yeah, yeah. But I'll never have a no buy. Never
no,
have a no buy. It's just, I
I
mean,
just
like I say, life is too short. Life is just too short.
yeah, I need to just figure I need to carve more time out for my decks and my practice. That's the big problem because this is okay. Here's this is sad. These are decks that I got last year that I have not even had the time to open yet. Still not open.
Yeah.
Still
Well,
not
that's
open.
okay. I've got, I don't know, I've got probably 9 or 10 that are just sitting there. I know about 15 that are sitting there that I want to do videos on, but
Yeah, so I haven't opened them because I thought, I'm not going to really have time to do more than really just glance at them, and I have all these ones that I barely glanced at that I want to spend time with. So I'm saving these so that if I just want a new deck, boom, there it is.
yeah.
Never an
Well,
open up. Yes,
yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. Well,
Absolutely.
I told somebody this morning, I said I need 48-hour days and amphetamines. That's what I need. If
Yeah,
I get up at 4:30 every day. And because I want to have time to do what I want to do in the morning, I leave at 6:45 to take my granddaughter to school and then go to work. And it's just, I don't know if it's because I'm old or whatever, but I don't have the energy that I used to have. And by evening, I'm just kind of fried. So, yeah,
those are
I need
wonderful.
48-hour days.
Those are
What's that?
wonderful.
What's the Rolling Stone song? Mother's Little Pill or something?
A
Remember
mother's
that
little
Rolling Stone?
helper. She goes
Well,
running
yeah,
for the
that's it.
shelter of her mother's little
I
helper.
I don't do drugs, so gosh, darn it. Yeah. More coffee. Let's just go with more coffee.
Yeah, that was one of the things
Oh,
that happened this year is I had to decaffeinate a little bit.
oh,
I
that's
have
no fun.
always I wake up and guzzle coffee all day long until I go to sleep. Doesn't keep me awake, anything like that. And all of a sudden this year, if I did that, like after 4 or 5 cups, it made my heart go pitty pat. And so,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I'm still guzzling all day,
Did you
but
do
a
the
lot of decaf.
Holter monitor thing to see? Did you do the Holter monitor where they yeah, I was on one of those. They're just because of irregular heart rhythm.
Yeah, it was
I didn't
just
know if that for you.
I drank 4 cups of coffee and went out and started yanking English ivy off a live oak in the back, and my heart pity patted. And I was like, "Well, that's strange." And then the next week it happened again, and I was like, well, "I don't need a doctor to tell me don't drink 5 cups of coffee and go like wrestle with ivy. I can just stop doing it."
Well, it gives
uh,
you the
one
energy to do it, but yeah, yeah, it's like anything, I guess. We're all of our chemistries are different. So everybody, some people can do that, some people can't. I don't drink near as much coffee as I'd like to, but I do drink decaf to make up for the difference.
Yeah, I'm decaf now. A lot of decaf, not all, because I'm scary without coffee. I'm a zombie. I'm in a coma. Oh, what are people saying on the chat? Well, it's coffee all day. And Sandra has a couple decks not opened, so I'm not the
Yeah,
only one who's
yeah,
um,
absolutely.
buying
Yeah.
faster than I can open.
Well,
Yeah.
and I think it is a mindset and it's an energy thing, and I need to eat better and live a little bit better, uh, preserve some energy here and there because, like I say, life's short. I want to spend more time doing this. So, it's just all a matter of checks and balances. We'll get it all figured out. We'll get it all figured out, and I'll get my videos up, and one day at a time. Every day I wake up, it's a beautiful day. If Steve and I wake up, it's great. It's
Oh yeah.
good. It's good.
Vance and I and the puppy, if we all wake up, it's a
Yep.
beautiful day.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, back to the high points. I just want to do another shout out to the community that Simon's created and other people have created, and it's branched out, and everybody's so supportive and so positive, and everyone's so creative. I love to see how other people are doing things and what jumps out of cards to certain people, what they pick out that, oh yeah, yeah, because we don't always see the same thing. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 times through a deck to see everything about the deck because some of them are a little complex. So yeah, I kind of wanted to do just one another shout out to, people like you and everybody out there that is so supportive. Lori from Craggy Brook Witchery, she was very helpful when I first opened up my channel as well. Gave me some pointers and things. And so yeah, we all stick together. Yeah.
Hmm. And that little video I did right in the beginning where I think it was just about a 5-minute video asking people, YouTube creators, how they did things and how much time they
Yeah.
spent on things.
Yeah.
And Simon um answered all my questions really at length in a cup of ketchup and cards, and I was so blown away that he took it so
Yeah.
seriously and shared that much information. That was a real high point of the year, definitely.
Well, and the Spotlight series that Simon does, although my budget's taken quite a hit, but I really enjoy that, seeing the new decks. Now there is a time difference. Sometimes they get them sooner than we get them in the States, and sometimes we get them sooner in the States. I assume that depends on where they originate from.
Hmm.
And even with the tariffs, there was a few hits here and there, but if you think about it, if you're going to pay $30 for shipping, but you're gonna have the decks you want, just next month try to buy one less deck. You know, if it's overseas, it's $30. How many cups of coffee is that in a coffee shop? It's just all a matter of mental
Yeah.
gymnastics to justify. I'm all about justifying my purchases. There you go. Gotta justify.
I
Oh,
can usually
Herman,
justify it, the whole life is short thing, but yeah, the
yeah,
tariffs have me a little scared. Um, like I really want to get some for Terramania. I really want the Madhouse. I really want the Venetian, and I'm just scared of what the tariffs are going to be. I haven't heard how high they are.
well,
So
I
I'm
just think it kind of depends. I mean, I don't I try to buy from Cheryl once a month just because I want to support her. Not that, my purchases make any difference, but I still want to support Cheryl. And I figured I'll just buy one less deck. I mean, if it costs $20, it costs $20 or $30 to send it. It's just you know, I'll eat ramen noodles for the week. I'd eat ramen noodles to get a deck any day. I gotta have your priorities straight, right?
hey,
What
ramen's
else
pretty
were we
good.
what else were we gonna talk about? Things
Um,
we were going to do different in 2026, or you want
yeah,
to still hang out something on,
yeah,
you know,
that.
favorite favorite video was one of the things, favorite video for the year that we did or we
Yeah,
saw.
what?
My the favorite video I saw that it and the reason I'm doing this because it immediately popped into my head was Sandra's on Spirit of Avalon. She showed her space. it was about 6 months ago or so. She showed her space on there. And I'm going, oh, what a fun video that was showing the space. Love that. Because it just, you can visualize and it shows a little bit more about the person and the personality. And it's like, yeah, I
Hmm.
just think that's fun.
I always love Sandra's altar resets. Every season it's a high point. So thank you for doing that, Sandra, because that's just it's one of the things that now I look forward to get into the seasonal mood is that
Yeah,
moment.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I love Sandra's videos. They're just again, she's just a real person. I love the real person aspect. Um, what was one of your favorite videos that you watched last
Um,
year? That's a
there's so
tough one because there's so
many.
many to choose from.
There's so many, and I was looking through this morning, thinking about that, and I thought it was a particular hashtag when Simon did the tarot journey through decks, which was one of the first ones I did, and I think it was
Oh,
an early one
yeah,
for you.
yep.
But I just for weeks, every time somebody responded to that, I would watch the video, and I think that was my favorite hashtag all year. It's just all these completely different stories about how people got involved, and I think that
Hmm.
one spread out past the community because I discovered a lot
Yeah,
of channels from people I hadn't ever heard of before following that hashtag. So that was one of my favorites, and it's just so interesting all the different ways people enter into this, and that also tells you a little something about what the community means to people, what tarot means to people.
yeah, yeah. And I was intimidated by the thought of a hashtag. The first one I did was there was this, but now I plan on doing more hashtags because they're fun. You get to revisit some decks you haven't thought about, or you connect some dots that haven't even come to mind. So that's always fun. That's
Yeah,
always fun.
I think I was doing more hashtags at the beginning of last year, and I think not as many have appeared that I could answer all the questions to. I always feel like I can't think of a deck for that, or this the a couple questions just won't resonate with me, and I think, well, I don't think about my decks like that, and so it's useful. I'll go think about my decks. Why don't I think about my decks in the same way that this person who created this hashtag does? But
Yeah, it opens up a whole new pathway of thought. It
mhm.
it really does. It makes you look at things differently.
Yeah, but then I'm off thinking, and so I don't actually ever answer the hashtag. So I've kind of fallen off lately.
Well, it's just hard to find there's so many things. If I was retired, I'd be doing a whole lot more. But I have to keep working if I want tarot. I mean, if I'm going at this pace, I may be working and just die right there in my chair. I'd rather die here in this tarot chair. This would be a great place to just pass on, all with everything all around me.
Oh yeah, my
Morbid
decks are,
thought.
are down in the shop. Hopefully, not while it's open and their customers there. Down in the
At
shop
least when
wouldn't be
it
bad.
oh, there's Chris. Hey, Chris, how are you? Thanks for
Oh, hey,
joining
Chris. Awesome.
Channelversary. Oh, yay! And yeah, I'll be listening while he's working. Oh, he's walking the dogs. Good job.
Yay.
Good job.
Yay. Yeah, I had to banish the puppy downstairs. She's in the shop. She likes being in the shop. People come in and they ooh and ah over the puppy.
Aw.
But I think she was going to stand behind me and bark the whole time because I wasn't paying attention.
Same with Maddie. I had to close the door because Maddie will be peeking around the corner here, staring at me like, "Why aren't you sitting out here with me? What's your problem?" So, well, how about what we want to maybe do different in 2026, if anything? You
Um,
can start this one,
oh,
whether that be with your channel, whether that be different interests, whether that be
yeah,
type
there's so many
of
things I
decks.
want to do. Like I've got the kind of low grade, okay, I want to quit mumbling so much when I make videos, that's a goal. Or I
I
want
never
to
noticed you mumbled.
I think I mumble. It's nice if you can hear me because I always feel like at the end I start listening to the playback and I'm like, can anybody hear me? I don't know. I get mumbly. Um, I wanna start doing more tarot things in the shop. Have little tarot meetups or something. I think that
That
would
would be fun.
Be a really good time. I want to do more hashtags. And when I was looking back through my videos over the past year when we were talking about this, I was like, oh, oh, I like that one still. I like that one still. And so I want to just get back into more regular videos. I've been very bad the last 2 months, and we've doubled the size of the shop and had a lot going on with that. So I just in my evenings were down there dragging things back and forth and
Yeah.
dealing
Yeah.
with that. But I want to um I like making content. I like making videos and talking about things. So I want to do that again. What else? I want to make an Allyman deck. I got it with all the used ones I've been buying. I have two here that are missing cards, and I was like, what am I going to do with these? Maybe I'll shellac them to the walls of the shop. I don't know. But then I realized that there's Allyman groups that swap cards. So I joined one on Facebook, and I just need to actually get in there and be like, okay, I have 77 cards for each of these decks to swap with people. And so that'll be fun to start making my own deck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to do a giveaway on my channel. I think
Very fun.
that would be fun. But like just the thought of, saying, hey, give a giveaway and choosing what deck to give away and then mailing things. For some reason, I always find going to the post office and mailing packages kind of traumatic.
Oh, I'm right there with you. I don't know what it is about the post office. And we have a lovely post office. I think it used to be a bank at one time. It's a real old building, but there's something about standing in line for postage. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Generally.
And with me, it's well, I had to mail an antique straw braid machine for hat making to England last year, and finding a way to mail it that didn't cost $700
Oh my
and didn't
gosh.
break this delicate antique machine was just traumatic. It took me about a year to get it over there.
Oh
Um,
my gosh.
Fabulous Milliner. She's on Etsy. The shop name is And They Loved Hats. Her name's Edie. She makes the most beautiful
Love it.
hats that cost like what my car cost. But they're so beautiful. And so yeah, next to that, mailing off a deck to somewhere in the world shouldn't feel like a big deal. But I'm still like finding a
Yeah.
box. You know?
Hey,
Finding
Lori. Lori's here from Craigie Brook. Yay.
awesome.
Yay. Yeah, well, I wanted to kind of work on collecting collections. Like my Libra Moon collection. I won't ever have all the DMD decks. But if I can kind of zoom in on a few collections for people that I'd like to have, that's kind of something I want to kind of move toward, because I do enjoy having some by the same author.
Mhm.
I've got some oracles that are along those lines, but I'm trying to tap into the tarot. I'll never have all the deviant moon ones and all those, because some of those are a little bit too far out for me. I took the plunge and got the Joker Tarot to do some shadow work, and it's working out okay. But if the decks are a little too creepy or too haunted, like doll faces, old-fashioned dolls, they kind of get to me. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I'd like to increase my Lenormand decks. I find myself being choosier about Lenormand decks than even tarot decks. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because I'm new to them. Maybe it's because I want them to match something because I'm so matchy. I don't know. I don't know, but I'd like to increase that. I'd kind of like to circle back around to some of the decks that are kind of offbeat or intricate or need some study. I've got study decks, hermetic decks. I've got I want to work on this next. I think this is Robert Place,
Oh,
and this explores the back here explores tarot's mystical roots with a guide to the tarot Marseille, the Waite Smith, the alchemal tarot, and the tarot of the sevenfold mystery. And so I got the alchemal tarot and the tarot of the sevenfold mystery, and I want to do this as a study. I mean, oh my gosh, why do I take these things on? But what is this? This is a 600 over 600 page book,
Oh my
but it's
word.
something I want to do because I'm drawn to that era of tarot for some reason, the Hermeticism part of it. So I'd like to do this. I don't know if I can. I want to do this. If anybody has any pointers, if anybody's taken this plunge on this with this book, with these decks, I would be tickled pink if you'd reach out. And
Oh,
if you
Will
have
says
any,
he's reading it right now.
no way, Will, yay. Excellent. Practically doing the same things. Well, we're going to have to kibitz, Will. We're just going to have to kibitz on that. But yeah, again, I'm thinking maybe I can carve out some time every morning during my practice to do this because I'm trying to streamline the practice as far as with the cards. But I'm excited about this as well as it's rather daunting. So, yeah, I'm
Oh,
looking forward to
maybe
that.
I'll order that and we can talk about it. That would be fun.
Yeah, I think that would be great. For hello forever war after greetings from the northern New
Hello.
York brunch of French toast. Yay! Yay! Well,
Um,
thank you. Happy Channelversary. Yay! Thank you. Yeah. So study decks and things. I have high ambition for it. It's just a matter of finding time. But this one, just
Bloodlands.
Bloodlands.
Bloodlands. Bloodlands.
Yeah,
Knew it would come.
we were circling back, people. It was, it was an Oracle deck that couldn't think of the name of. Oh, welcome to my
Yeah,
world.
yeah, way back in the beginning. Oh yeah, and here it is. I had to shout it out. It wasn't going to stay unless I shouted it out. But yeah, studied all these new oracles I got. And particularly the Supra, um, the Radiant Sun, the
I have that, and that's on my list too. And did you see that? I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just get excited.
no,
Um,
no, go ahead.
Simon said this is a tarot that goes well with it.
Saw that in his video, and I'm completely unfamiliar with the Holy Light here, and it was just beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful. And now I first saw the Radiant Sun on Robin's channel. So anyway, go back to I'm just sorry. I get excited. You know me.
Oh no, no, no! How long has the Holy
That
Light
was
been around?
say how long has it been there around? It's
Yeah.
been around a while.
Hmm.
Oh, Simon says he gave the Bloodlands to Sandra.
So
How long has it been around? Let me see if it says in here. Not on the back. Simon probably knows off the top of his head. 2019.
oh wow,
It's been
wow.
around a while. And I'm sure that this was a SMMDI. Simon made me do a deck, as most my almost 300 are. But yeah, it does. It goes so well with that deck. If I mean, I'm assuming. Let me reach over here. This is what we're talking about. The Oracle of Radiant Sun, and that this goes so well with it. This particular oracle just absolutely fascinated me when I first saw it. And then when Simon showed it the other day and then put this with it, I was just fired up. This is so good. If you don't have this, you should get this, Kathy.
Oh, I
You
have
really
it. Yeah.
Oh, you have it? Yeah.
It's one of the ones I got. One of those huge used lots I got this year. The thing that really tipped me over for it was that it was in there, and that one of my tarot suppliers for the shop has it, and I was looking at it because I kept getting it mixed up with a tarot deck that has the sun. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. Solus something. Um and so I was like, which sun deck is which? And then I saw this on the supplier, and I was like, should I get it for the shop? And I would, except they had a really high minimum order, and I just didn't feel like putting that many decks in. So when it
Yeah.
popped up, on the used one, I was like, yes, I want that.
Cool. Well, I think I do have the book. I can't see it right now. It's on the other side of my um computer here, but I do think I have the book to go with it. So that's good to know. Thank you, Will. I appreciate that prompt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this big
I'm
pile of
pretty darn
stuff.
sure. Well, yeah, and the whole there's just something so that's I'm so drawn to this particular tarot of the Holy Light. I don't know why. I just am. So it's time for me to dive in. So I'm glad that there's others in there that are in
Yeah.
that same vein. Yeah, that's a good one.
Is
So
anybody
yeah, and
getting
I've got
an echo?
say
I'm
again.
getting a little echo. Is anybody else getting a little echo of me? I keep hearing my voice echo.
I'm not hearing it.
Okay, good.
Oh, hi, Moon. Moomin Tarot. Hi. Thank you. Yay. Yay. No, I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it at all.
Good. Good.
So do you
Yeah,
have
so I'm
any
really,
like do you have any like study decks that or pairings or anything that you're trying to accomplish for 2026? Like that's more like a it's gonna more of an effort. Oh, this is an effort.
yeah, something I've been doing the last week is, and I started this with the decks I had earlier this year when I did that little kind of daisy chain video where I was just chasing words that were in one deck into another deck and
Yeah,
explaining
that
it like
that
that.
was so interesting. I can't do that, I don't think. I shouldn't say
I
can't.
had so much fun with that. So I've got, because I'm, science data nerd type person. I have my spreadsheet and I have all my oracles and I have all the words, all the keywords from all the oracles typed in, and I'm just trying to track really just different archetypes across them. I think I'm just more into oracles this year because I just want the universe to talk to me a little bit more. The universe doesn't talk to me. Um, and I'm just like giving it a lot of words it can use to talk to me now and saying, come on,
Well,
say something.
we're gonna need to do maybe a Zoom travel, astro travel or something. Because everybody can do it. Everybody can travel. I mean, I've been doing it for years. There's ways to do it. You can use like the drumming, like I'd mentioned, the drumming CD that will take you into an actual travel place that you can go and, but you can do it simply from a meditation. Just call in whoever's coming in. Call in. I want to talk with an ancestor. Is there anybody out there who'd like to step in? Um, I've, I've I've gone so many places just by doing that, and anybody can do it. It's just a matter of knowing going into it. Okay, I'm going somewhere, but I don't know where. Try not to box it in. I've been in Prague. I've been in Ireland. I've been um, out west as an Indian. I mean, it's fascinating. So I hope that you'll give it a shot and try just quiet it doesn't have to be a big production. Just quiet yourself, ask them to come in, light a candle or put up some incense or whatever makes you happy, and they'll come. It's
Fun.
fabulous where you can travel to, and I've backed it up with historical data. Places like Prague, I didn't know anything. I got there, I saw that I was elevated. There was a skyline backlit by a sunset, and I heard war is coming. I said, war is coming. Well, it turns out that what I can picture together with me walking down the street going past the big Prague clock, and um, it was actually during the time that there was war breaking out, and they were possibly going to be invaded. So it's just fun. I hope you do it. I hope everybody out there tries to meditate, astro travel, however you want to call it. But it's just wonderful.
I would,
Just
we should do a live where we talk about this kind of thing, like just for the whole live. That
let's
would
do
be
it
fun.
next time. That'll be our
Next,
next live. We'll talk about it because I just think it's helpful to people. You can touch bases with your ancestors. I was over there in Ireland and I kept saying Black Lake. Well, evidently there's a Black Lake in Ireland, and that's where I was. But my ancestors were right behind me. So it's great. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll talk about that next time.
awesome, because it's, I like talking about that and ways people tap into the woo, for lack of a better word. It's It's fun. That's what I like about cards. Cards will talk to me frequently. Um,
Well, and that's you could use your cards maybe to take you there. Um,
that's the big hope. Oh, I'm in Petersburg, Virginia. If you're road
Pe-
tripping south, I am right off of 95. Very easy to find me.
all right. I wish I
Oh,
was closer.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Steve typed that in there for you. Yeah, that's fun.
And y'all might come visit this year or next year, right?
Yes, this year, this I'd like to do it this year. We're gonna have to see about when my vacation time is. But yeah, I just think that you mentioning, you getting into oracles and wanting them to speak to you, cards are a beautiful way to connect with things that you wouldn't connect with otherwise. You can meditate with an oracle card, even a tarot card, and it can take you places. You know, yeah, I won't delve into it because we're gonna talk about that next time.
Yeah,
But
this will be
yeah,
a fun talk. This will be a fun talk. I am still a
it,
little mortally offended that one of the people locally that reads cards, the first time I went to him and was like, okay, read, give me a tarot reading. Um and he his readings are more on the woo side, I would say, not the self-improvement side, but much more of the woo side. And so he dealt cards out, and then he was like, I have no idea what these cards mean. I'm not supposed to read for you. And I was like, what?
oh my gosh. Well now, okie doke. Well
Okay,
then,
universe.
got a little bit of a buckade going on there. Oh my gosh. Simon
Hmm.
says one day when the time is right, decks always have a way to come to you. That's absolutely true.
Yes.
And then Spirit of Avalon, Sandra, my ancestors talked to me through Tarot deck, the Witch Sister. I could not be more at one with you on this, Sandra. This deck that I mentioned it in my top 10. This deck I put off and put off and put off because I'm thinking, I don't know. There's a lot of faces in that. I don't like faces. You know, one of the most powerful decks I've ever purchased. And they do take you back to your ancestry. If if you've had ancestry there. I mean, it's fabulous. I agree with you wholeheartedly, Sandra. It's just an absolutely phenomenal deck that I don't think gets as much loving as it should. It's so deep. It's just so deep. Those eyes and that imagery. Oh, it's fabulous. It really is. So yeah. All right. What else are we going to do in 2026? I'm going to do more of the same. Show my enthusiasm for decks. What are you going to do?
Um, I wrote down more fun
More
things.
fun.
Oh, hey, Tammy Pie. Um, just um I don't know. I think the last few months I had so little time that I was kind of churning out some videos and not necessarily feeling the lightness that you should feel when
Yeah.
you're doing that.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I just want more goofy videos. When I was just scrolling back looking at the ones I made this year, I was like, oh, one of my favorite ones was the one where I was just like, I want to make a video and I'm just sitting here in my bathrobe, and so I'm just gonna sit here in my bathrobe the video. And
Yeah.
it's one of my favorites, just me here like playing with the things I have laying around me and hanging out um and so that's how I am with my friends here, and so I kind of feel like this community is my friends now. You can see me in my bathrobe when I'm not
Sure.
really ready for
Sure.
prime time.
Well, I like those. I mean, I really do. I have all kinds of flubs in mine. I mean, because I'm just off the cuff and I'm disorganized and I forget to show the card size and I forget to talk about the card thickness but you're just going with the flow of how the cards are talking to you and how you're relating to them. So there's nothing wrong with that. Not at all. Do you know about this Dame's Fortune Wheel Tarot? Dame Fortune's Wheel Tarot. Do you know anything about that?
I It sounds familiar. It's not one by no, it's not that one. No, I don't think
Yeah,
I do.
I do. Yeah, I don't either. I'm going to write it down though, because Could be another SMMDI deck. Dames, Fortune, Wheel Tarot.
I'm looking it up
There
really
we go.
quick. Oh, Low Scarabeo.
Sandra said when she did her live the other day, she was wearing her PJ top. I'm all about it.
Awesome.
Paul Hudson. Simon says by Paul Hudson. I don't know that.
I don't either, but I just pulled up a picture of it. That looks really pretty. It looks like a pip deck, but a really pretty pip, or maybe a little bit scenic pip.
Cool. We'll have to look into that. Thank you
Yeah.
for that, Simon.
Let's see.
Tammy
What am
Pie
I?
says she's pro pajama videos. I like it.
Oh, pajamas are comfy, and I did get a little fancy because it's your channelversary today, so I put on like something lacy here. And then full confession, I was like, we were supposed to like get together and chat early, and like I was a little late because I lost track of time, and I was like, "Where's my lipstick? I can't find my lipstick. I can't find my coffee." um, which yeah, but I got the nice shirt on. But yeah, oh wow, I'm way behind in the conversation. I didn't realize it.
So Simon says it's a mixed pip and illustrated images.
Okay. Huh. I
And
am
then
not familiar with
it's
that.
a Ellen says it's scenic, but pips are based on a tiela.
That's
Great
something
tia.
else I want to do this year is dive more into the Grand Atea and then the Atea Book of Thoth because I think they aren't the same. Um and I torment myself by putting all these decks that I want in the shop, and then I walk by and I'm like, I want to grab them all off the shelf. I do.
You better buy two next time.
Yeah. I try to keep a broad number of decks, so I just have a couple of each in the shop, and it's always a couple, so in case I want to have one for myself, one's still one's still in the shop. Chris doesn't have it though.
Well, wish Chris had it so we could do a throwback. I absolutely love their throwback videos
Yes.
because 9 times out of 10, I don't know anything about the deck. And if it's something available, might be able to get it. But, with all the new decks coming out, sometimes you forget those old ones. I mean, I've got some older decks that I want to do videos on that they may be 4 years old, but I think they're cool. I got them. But I love it when they do the throwback to go through some of the decks that are older. It's great because you can still find them, and
Yeah.
they're not on the mainstream right now, so you don't know about them. So I love it when they do their throwback.
I love that, and especially I like to hear how the relationship with the deck has changed. I think that's
Yeah,
really cool.
yeah.
No way, Llewellyn's doing Atea? No, of course the next question is card stock. What's the card stock be?
Yeah. Um, well, maybe
Yeah.
it's worth some cheesy cardstock. Who knows? Well, yeah, I don't that's kind of on my radar, so it's now a little bit more cement on my radar.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
yeah, just branching out into different deck styles has been really a jump for me this last year. Um, my tastes have changed and widened, and it's been nice to not be so boxed in.
Yeah.
And again, Simon is instrumental in bringing so much to us, deck wise, and everybody that has a channel, they're bringing their own take on it, and
Hmm.
they notice things that are different than somebody else may notice. So
Yeah.
that's why I really enjoy watching other people's videos. That gives you a
Mhm.
little different idea.
Yeah. I
Oh,
try to
Benabelle's drawing the Atella.
Oh, that's gonna be
Uh,
cool.
that could be beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, that's something else I have to do this year. I've got her book. It's been sitting over there for a couple months. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. I really need to read that. Not Llewellyn Thin.
Oh no. Um, uh, Chris says he thinks he's got a version of it. Might be called the Book of Thoth or something.
Yeah,
Or
that's
am
a
I missing?
I have that one in the shop.
Oh, I
Um
love this emoji.
that
Good emoji there, Chris. I love
yeah,
it.
that's the Book of Thoth, a Tia Tarot, the Los Scarabeo. That's a gorgeous one. Um
MA says it'll be Lo Scarabeo carried by Llewellyn.
Wait a second. Yes, I found it. It's Los Scarabeo Anima Antiqua, due June 2026. Heck yeah, that's
Antiqua?
yeah, the Anima Antiqua series number 9. That's been a really nice series. Really nice series. Um oh man. Okay, yeah, there's some pictures up on the Llewellyn site and it looks beautiful. Oh, oh yeah. Pre-order. That's going to be a pre-order right there.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see that in the pre-order. I was just,
Hmm.
I don't know. I thought I was just there the other day, but time flies. I don't
Yeah, I'm
know.
over in the wholesale side, so I don't know if it's available yet in the retail side or not for pre-order.
Well,
Um,
Will, perhaps you should do a GoFundMe page, Will. You'll get that $800 for that deck. Spirit Keepers. That is a beautiful deck. If it's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, they're so expensive when they're out of print.
Tammy
800.
says Tammy says we're enabling in real time. I am a notorious enabler. Talk to any of my friends. I am such an enabler about everything. Yes, you need that hat. You need that
I
pie. You
can
need that hat.
I can tell you right now that Kathy has talked me into several decks, and I'm tickled pink. The tarot of your favorite, you and Robin's favorite.
Oh, the manuscript of initiations.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I
Yep.
love that
You
one.
got me onto that one. Yeah, that's Robin's favorite. Yeah, that's so she's guided me toward quite a few decks that I wouldn't know otherwise, and the Malpertius. No, how do you say that?
Malpertwee.
Malpertius.
Malpertwee.
Malpertwee. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. I should know that because I had to figure out how to say it on my video. Then
yeah.
those are beautiful decks.
Trying to think
So yeah,
who I saw going through the Lenormand. It might have been Laurie. I don't know. Was that you, Laurie? It was somebody who like stumbled upon it in a
I think it
like
was me.
well, no, it was months
I have.
ago.
Oh, all right. Because
Months ago.
I did
Somebody
the
found it used in a thrift store in the children's game section for a
no way.
couple of dollars. This is me dying over that.
Yeah,
Um, and did a walkthrough of it. Was that you?
it's beautiful. I really enjoyed that deck, and then the what's the name of the Lenormand? The gosh, it's where did I
Oh, the
just moved
Children.
it to
Or the
it's
Wizard's Lair.
yeah, the Wizard's Lair.
Yeah.
It's just so
Yeah.
cool.
You were the first person I saw walk through that, and now I want both of them and the Tildwick. Um,
Oh, the Tildwick. Well, that I either saw that on I think I saw that on Sandra's channel a long time ago. I thought, oh, Sandra, did you show that? Yeah, that's the Tildwick's beautiful.
yeah, that was one of the ones I ended up with a counterfeit copy really early on.
Oh,
And I do love it. So I just need to bite the bullet and get that and the Malpertwee Lenormand, and they have 3 or 4 Lenormands I want. So um
the artistry's beautiful. It's just I love the way they're put together, and I had really wanted the Tildwick ever since I saw Sandra. I'm sure she did a video on it. She says she has it. I'm sure she did a video on it. And I've it's always been in the back of my mind. And I thought I'm gonna go ahead and get it. And of course, while I was there, I saw this and I saw this. I thought, okay, I'll get those too. So
Oh, we
hence
were
I'm still
talking
working.
about that, and I know I was over here saying, well, as long as you're paying for the shipping, you might as well throw more in the box.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We've got a shop in town that carries a lot of different crystals and things and jewelry and things. And this was probably 20 years old. Yeah.
So pretty.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Sandra says she has two Tildwick decks, the second edition, the 10th. The 10th anniversary is the one that I have. I don't have the original one, but boy, it's a beautiful deck. And
Yeah.
I'm all about the wizard laird. It's just, it's really cool.
And then
Yeah.
Simon says he doesn't use his Tildwick. Interesting. I know Tammy probably uses his Tildwick. I know I've seen Sandra go through hers, I think, and I know Tammy probably uses hers, but Simon just said he doesn't use his. Interesting. So beautiful.
Well, I mean, if you've got over 1,000 decks, I mean, you know, he'd have to use 4 decks a day over how much of a period of time to use them all, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we need the GoFundMe for, so that Simon can retire and just spend all day going through decks and recording it and we can watch. That's what we need.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know, that's one of the nice things about the community is you can see so many different things and so many different takes like we talked about earlier. And you know, if you want to trade a deck, there's somebody out there that'll trade with you, you know, that would want the one you have. And yeah, 4 decks a day for a whole year, that'll do it. You betcha, Simon. 4 decks a day. That'd be a lot of you'd have to be retired. You could do that if you're retired. You could get through them all if you're retired.
Yeah.
Or didn't need much sleep. I mean, if I could be a person that only needed 3 hours of sleep, but I'm not one of those people. Okay, Kathy says, I have a sealed first edition Tildwick. That's probably pretty valuable. That is probably valuable. Do you collect for the value in the future of your decks, or do you collect them just because you love them, or is it a combo platter?
Me, because I love them.
Because you love them.
There's a couple, like I socked away a couple copies of the Tarot Vampires, which I'll probably fling out and sell this year because, you know, I don't need to wait until it's ridiculous. I was like, oh, okay, you know, I can cover some of my tarot spending if I hold on to these for a couple of years. But generally, no. I remember watching El Goliath, the second edition, go out of print, and he actually put the last few copies on sale. It was such a steal. And I was like, oh, you know, I could probably get this and then flip it in the future. And I was like, no, just let somebody who wants it have it. So generally I don't do that. Generally I'm like, let the person who wants it have it right now. The Vampires was like I already had them, so
yeah, the Goliath, I liked it, but not enough to get it. You know, I'm to that point now where I have to really balance. Do I love it or do I like it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What if there's a missing card, Kathy, as far as, you know, in some of the decks that you get?
Oh.
You have gotten decks that don't have missing cards, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, these two I was waving around earlier, missing cards. Oh, you mean the ones that like I get and put away and might sell in the future? Huh. Well, then I just hand them their money back and say send me the deck back, and then put it on one of these Alleyman sites, and people would go crazy probably over it. So yeah, they're still sealed. So I don't really want to get into selling used decks so much, but I don't mind selling 5 times. 5 times that you sold, 5 times that you bought.
You just think that it would happen as much as it does. I mean, do cards stick together? How does that happen? I mean, used ones, yes, I can see it, but a new deck, I can't.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, I bet Sam was talking to the other Kathy about her sealed first edition Tildwick that she hasn't opened yet. What if there's a missing?
The other Kathy. Okay, the other Kathy.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, what if it's I would. Open
We've
right
been on
away.
an hour and 15 minutes. What should we end up with here? Because,
Oh,
people are probably getting antsy to get out. I think these two women are just quacking on and on.
we could talk forever.
We could.
And sometimes we do. Yeah, and I've just been thinking, let's see, we talked about the videos we saw that we love best, things we didn't expect. Um, well, I'm gonna end up by saying some things I appreciate about you. Because it's your channel
Oh,
anniversary. And so Maryland is so much fun. We are on Facebook a lot all day long, and I'll be, I'll like be looking at somebody's video over lunch and be like, "Oh my gosh, look at this deck, Maryland!" And it's so awesome to have somebody I can immediately share that joy with. When you, what was that one I saw the other day? The Lydia Jacobs story cards
oh yeah, and
on the Linux
that's on
reading.
my wish list.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, and so just being able to say, look at this, and to discuss reactions to decks, and to talk about the things that we both like and the things that one of us likes and one of us does not like, to kind of understand the attraction. Um, it's just so good to have a somebody to talk about all this stuff with continually, all day long. And I'm like, people are
yeah.
talking
In the
about.
middle of the work day, I can text you and or message you, what's happening and this and that, and how you doing, how you feeling, that kind of thing. I mean, our chemistry, we just hit it off right away when you hit the driveway. So it's so nice to have someone that you can connect with and share the love of tarot. And you've really inspired me to branch out, and because
Oh,
you introduced me to decks that I wouldn't have seen otherwise, more than likely, because we kind of get locked into our own. There's only so much you can find on Llewellyn and US games, you know what I'm saying? But when you branch out, and you opened up my world quite a bit. So you're the, like,
and it really
Channelversary
encouraged me
Simon.
to get the indies, to splurge on the splurgy ones that I want, because I was kind of holding back on the Libra Moon stuff, and it is that good, it
It
really
is.
is that good. And sitting there going through your massive collection, which I really admire how you're doing such collections of particular artists. I think that's really fabulous. And um that was inspirational. I came home and I was like, I will have Libra Moon decks now. I will do this. um
Well, they're worth every penny. They
Definitely.
really are. They really are. Well, it's been a fabulous year. You've been a huge support. Lori, I don't know. Lori from Craggy Brook, I don't think she's still here because she had to go, but she's been a huge support. And of course, Simon, and it's incredible the amount of support and help that you can get out there. I mean, Simon's been just instrumental in a lot of things. Paul Warmby, he's another one that's helped me quite a bit with the Lenormand. So, and just everybody out there. Sandra, I mean, she's an inspiration to me. A lot of people out there are inspiring, because everyone's a little bit different with their own little facets of their own little soul, all put into their video about a deck or a comment about a deck. I enjoy comments. Could you get a little bit of a change in your thought? Oh, I hadn't thought about it that way. So I love it, and I love everybody that. Thank you so much for coming today and taking so much time out of your day to help support us. Kathy's Channelversary is coming up pretty darn quick next month, so we'll have to do another little celebration of that too. And really, thanks to everybody for just making my life better. I mean, it added a facet to my life that I never thought I'd have. And it's just finally you find your group, you find your tribe. And I found my tribe. So it's really nice. It's super nice. So thank you, everybody that has come by.
Thank
Appreciate your support and appreciate you being there. And we'll be here forever as long as I'm still breathing. We'll be here once a month with our chit chats. So
Definitely.
next time we'll talk about some, yeah, woo woo stuff. Yeah. Yes, thank you. So you are, and You're the
Oh,
medicine man, the seer of the tribe. you, you are the head honcho of the tribe. So yeah, you made it all possible. So anything else you need to say, Kathy?
just thank you everybody, and I'll see you in all
I'll
the chats, definitely. And maybe I'll throw the bathroom back on and do a channelversary video when my day
There
comes.
you go. Yeah, love it. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you, everybody, and have a great rest of your day. I've got the day off tomorrow. It's a bank holiday. So, and I'll be
And
getting a couple videos up. Yeah.
I'm
And
gonna
you
be
don't
back in
get
the
the,
office because
I'm
yeah,
sorry. I'm sorry.
yeah. And
Yeah.
now I have to run back down to the shop, which it's pelting a wintry mix out there, I think. So I think the shop's pretty slow today. I can go chill
Well,
out.
hopefully you'll have some sales. And I'd love to see some videos of your new space and all. That'd be great
I've
if
been
you could
saying I
do
was
that.
going to do that, yeah, and it's been utter chaos.
Well,
I'll do
there's
that
only
soon.
so we'll all be looking forward to it. So that's great. That's great.
Awesome.
All right, everybody. Bye for now. We'll see you soon. Thanks again. Love you all. Bye.